Previously on Dances with Dice. When last we left our heroes, Eisen, the half-elf cleric, Karma, the tiefling wizard, and Emiria, the elven monk. They had wrapped up their meeting with the Council of Neverwinter and were planning their next moves against the Legion. Attempting to gain more information, Karma scried on Mikhail, an attempt to spy on their enemy. However, dreadful knowledge revealed to both Eisen and Karma as Mikhail and Thorfin, Eisen's oldest enemy, appear to be one in the same. With this revelation and the struggles ahead, what awaits our heroes this week on Dances with Dice.
All right, so as we return, Karma, you come out of your vision, Eisen still holding tightly onto your hand, your other hand.
Her hands actually like crushed. I'm just sitting there like steam coming off of my head. Just
Eisen, roll a d6.
Two.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Crushing damage.
Crushing damage.
And so you've got one hand on the shield, the other hand in Eisen's. You basically described the entirety of the vision to Eisen. So you guys are both aware of what occurred. And again, Eisen, like you hear the description of your oldest enemy. I will say the one thing that strikes you from when you first saw him, because obviously he obviously wasn't young when he attacked your home, and this was obviously almost 20 years ago. So he wasn't young, but he's certainly like.
I thought Eisen was like 23.
It wasn't that long. Yeah, it wasn't like terribly. I've only been like doing stuff for I think like 4 or 5 years.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I sorry. I confused.
I was say, like, I'm pretty sure I confused
the timeline in my head. That's on me.
Eisen at the ripe old age of 38.
No, I confuse the timeline. I confuse the timeline in my head. The one thing that strikes you in that, in the 5 years since you've seen him, it almost looks like he's rotted, or like from the description that was given to you. The sallow, sunken in face, the scar, like he looks decrepit in a way that he definitely didn't when you met him. Like certainly like an older person, like probably like late 50s, early 60s, but not, decrepit necromancer sort of look that he's got going right now.
Not like Palpatine-esque.
Yeah. He was Palpatine pre-lightning. He definitely looks Palpatine post-lightning. He's looking a little post-lightning-y Palpatine right now.
He was originally Chancellor Palpatine. Now he is Darth Sidious.
He's definitely moved into Sidious versus Palpatine at this point. That would be a good description. Yes.
Eisen almost kind of like as he think. Sorry.
Karma like yanks her hand, like
pops her knuckles a little bit.
Jingo.
I use word. Where is it? It's word.
I mean, it's only 2 points.
Yeah, but it's. I don't fucking care. It's Eisen. It's what he does.
It's the principle that
What
matters.
is it?
Healing word.
Healing word. Yes.
Okay, you're even the lowest roll will give you full
I
health
know.
back. So yeah, it's healing word. You're back to full HP.
Sorry about that.
Do you know that person?
Oh yeah. Remember? Does she? Have I said? And it's been a while. The only person I told anything to was
Belladonna.
Belladonna.
And
No.
Belladonna
very Belladonna and Tony are the only people you've talked to.
No, it wasn't Belladonna.
No.
It was Belladonna. The only I think.
No, it's
heart to heart,
it's just Tony. Yeah, you've only talked
No,
to Tony.
no. It was Tony and fuck, big Sven. Yes.
Yeah, you haven't talked to any of your
I told
main
Sven
companions.
because before he left, like
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, you haven't really. There have been hints, and I mean it's possible.
They kind of know who Thorfin is. They know who Thorfin is, but like they don't
I
know
guess-
that this guy. Like she wouldn't have known that this guy is Thorfin. Only I would have known that.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because and Mikhail never said his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say, and I would give you the option because obviously Amiria was on your pirate crew, and this is something that you can decide how much you might have told Amiria in your time together.
Back then, I was still very much angry boy, so I'm pretty
Probably
sure
not,
I
okay.
wouldn't have wanted anyone to know really that. I think she might. Did she come on? Was she part of the crew when I first arrived? Because
Yes.
she would know.
She would have been there before you. She was there
Yeah.
before you.
So she knows like where I was found and kind of, but she doesn't know the story. The only person who knows that is Mathos.
Okay. Then you.
She just knows I was picked up in like some fucking bumfuck town that got like destroyed.
Yeah. So then Karma is definitely aware of the name Thorfin, but nothing in terms of significance at all.
Mm-hmm.
Karma's still like, cracking her knuckle. So
Yeah, I do.
you don't seem to like him very much.
I
Or is that for Mikhail? Was that because you saw because Mikhail was there? That was a very
It's so funny because like at this point I don't know which person I hate more. Like, I think Eisen has like a just like it was a like he still has that like that childhood like latent hate for and need for that's kind of almost slightly subsided in the wake of Mikhail and is just fuck I hate him so much because he's just such a dick.
It's like why does everyone I hate live in the same goddamn house?
Actually, yeah, remember, it was around actually when we first met. I had kind of I kind of exploded those people in that bar who were wearing the red.
yeah. I recall that you weren't really big fans of them.
It's because I thought they were
Friends of his.
friends of yes.
Do him and his friends all wear red cloaks? Is that just like their thing? What did they do?
If she's gonna make I'm gonna need her to make a check.
Oh, well then.
If I have like. I feel like she would have to like convince me to talk about this.
roll a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion. I'm gonna roll the middle.
Also, real quick, because this is technically a separate thing, but it's like it's like we smash cut to Amiria playing with we smash cut to Amiria know cross-legged with like the sword in like her hands outstretched in front of a grandfather clock as she's attuning to this blade.
Now we need to know how Miria found the clock.
You guys are in a very old bar. There's clocks everywhere. It secretly leads to the Batcave from the Batman animated series.
And she's just going insane from the ticking noise from the clock. So
Yeah.
she's just like tick,
Bleh.
tick, tick,
That's only a 13.
tick.
13.
I mean, it's above a 10, but it's not amazing.
What would that be rolling against? I guess.
Deception if you're trying to lie. Persuasion if you're trying to convince Karma that you don't want to talk about it. Or charisma if you're trying to just general charisma if you're trying to just like wave it off.
Do I get advantage because he fucking crushed my hand?
Um,
No, that's up to.
Well, hold on. I feel like you'd get another if you fail. If I pass this one, I feel like you'd be like, dude, you fucking crushed my hand. Like,
Yeah.
you might get an extra roll for
here's
that.
the thing. I would give you advantage for a reason that Alex has given me if he's cool with it, but I won't say why.
Hold on,
Spooky.
let me see if it's needed.
But before you roll, this has to be a pre-roll thing. So for the reason that you've texted me about, would she have it? Would Karma have advantage specifically? Or are you not there yet? You think?
Are you guys sharing secrets?
Yes,
Yes.
That's the best part of D&D.
yes, it's you not knowing things.
Because I'd be willing to give her advantage on the roll.
Okay, yeah,
All right.
I'll give it to her.
All right, Karma, roll with advantage.
Sweet. Watch this one be a nat one.
I
I mean,
not
that's the
so
risk you run.
If it was a 1, it's not like you have to have it.
That's only a 4.
Okay, well,
So-
All right, so
tried.
Eisen, what are you doing? Persuasion to get her to
just
leave
like,
you alone.
Well, it's more of like
Charisma to just wave it off, or deception to lie about it.
persuasion, I guess, because it's more of just
You
like
big-
I don't really
you
want to talk
big-
about it.
Puppy dog demon eyes.
Maybe I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
So it's like a 29.
I almost kind of wanted to talk about it, but like
You're the one who said.
Sorry.
You're the one who
Yeah,
said
you're
she
the one who
had
said
to roll.
you could have just made the decision. That
I
it
know,
worked
but
out.
I feel like Eisen's still Eisen.
So it's a 20.
That's fair.
It's a 20. So it's a 29.
First roll of the day.
Burn it now.
God damn it.
Don't worry, I'll use one of my portents. I'll get a good portent, and then I'll have Karma literally like smack guys and like, all right, I've seen the future. You're gonna fucking sorry for blowing that out.
I also like letting like sometimes the chances of fate determine what I do, because then I'm
Karma is triggered by that word.
So all right, I mean, so you rolled a
All right,
what do
so-
you want to say to her? She'll believe it.
Karma's like cocked her head, just like kind of waiting.
let's just say we have some history that I not terribly fond of.
Are you guys gonna get married?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Karma, you believe him implicitly. This old man, this old decrepit man, is Eisen's ex-fiance. You now have a new thing to bond over. You have a new form of trauma bonding. You rolled a 29. She will believe anything you say.
You can take it back. You can say you're kidding, and
that's
Karma will
why-
believe that too.
That's true. Eisen sees that Karma believed that, and he's like, "No, oh, for the love of God, no!"
Okay. I just okay.
And then Eisen, for a moment, you feel like a moment of recognition wash over you. And it's like, oh, I'm a dick. Remembering what she's going through right now.
That was in terrible taste.
It's like that TikTok on. It's like, oh, I fucked up.
It's okay. Because if you want to, we can go get Emiria, and you can talk to Emiria about it. I know that you two are really, really close, and like siblings and stuff. And I know that. I don't know. Maybe you'd be more comfortable talking to her about it. I don't.
No, it. Yeah. God damn it! I hate you. No, no, I know not that. It's just like, God damn it.
I know.
How dare you?
She like pats on the shoulder. I know.
No, it's
But you think I'm pretty, so
what?
nothing.
Squints.
It's like, who told you?
You did when you were drunk.
When did I do this? Let's just say he's not someone we should take lightly. In the slightest. And the fact that he's working with Mikhail does not bode well.
It's kind of. Karma, like, kind of like half chuckles to herself. It's kind of funny how both of us got some old friends or what have you working with these folks.
It's a small fucking world.
Makes me wonder if Amiria's got anyone with him.
It's like
What is it?
It's like smash cut. Amiria's still in front of the clock. She's like tick, 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 tick.
What is Amiria's story anyway?
Eisen
We
kinda,
don't
like,
know
Eisen-
because
Eisen-
she hasn't given me her backstory.
Eisen kind of scratches his head and he's like, you know, to be perfectly honest, I
She's never talked about it with you?
don't really. Yeah. I mean, she's old.
How old?
Amiri in the other room.
It's like Emiria in between ticks. You're feeling like your ears heat up, and it's
She gets one of those like anime like twing, like where like the little like line like it
Yeah.
sparks. The
Someone's
little light,
talking
like,
about-
someone's talking about me. Wait, I'm old. No,
Who said that? I'm a spring chicken.
I mean she's. I'm pretty sure she's above.
she's like
At
two.
least over 100.
She's like 200.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
pretty. You're,
How old is she again?
you're like 200, right?
I said 100 and something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's
I think
over.
it was like
I'm just gonna go with
130.
that. Like, I know she's at least over 100 years old. Which is,
Jesus. Oh, that's right. She's an elf.
so she's.
I
Yeah,
mean,
what the fuck? She never told me anything.
It's. I mean, okay, if we're being technical, if like we're truly being technical, elves live for like
1,000 years.
about 1,000 years. So she's like in elf years. She's like 10.
Yeah.
No, well,
No, she's like
they hit
20.
adulthood. They hit adulthood in their 70s.
Yeah. So it's like.
That's the equivalent of being 18.
But it's like in terms of like if we're doing like a comparison, it's like she's like okay technically like early 20s, but it's
That's what
like
I'm
she's
saying,
a
like, that's like
she's a
20s.
baby.
Technically-
she's a baby in elf
Technically,
years.
Karma's gonna die first. Karma's 2 years older than Eisen because Karma's 25. And Eisen's half elf, so he's gonna at least live to 300 something.
No, I don't think half elves live that actually much longer.
half
than
elves
humans.
are like they top out at like 150 traditionally.
150? I think I've.
They live a little bit longer than humans, but not like.
They got a little extra gas, but not a lot.
I thought they.
I think tieflings are human equivalent, though.
Yeah, tieflings only live according to their thing, they live only slightly longer than.
About 100ish.
Yeah, they live they
Eisen
only have a
actually is
couple years on the average.
Eisen is now frustrated by this realization and stomps downstairs like, "What the fuck? Why don't I know anything about you? I just realized this." No.
So,
Does he leave?
I get up and I'm like, "Hey, you're right." Like, what the fuck? She never.
Well, have you
I
told
don't know
her?
anything about her.
Have you told her anything
I
about
mean, like,
you?
I mean, like anything substantial.
Have you told her anything about you?
Eisen stops.
Maybe you could.
Um,
So you're getting
touche.
you're out here getting upset.
Eisen,
that your best, that your
Eisen
best-
almost does like one of like the finger raise thing. And he's like, touche.
it's like sits back down.
Yeah.
You're upset that your best friend hasn't told you anything when you haven't told anything to your best friend either.
A little bit of the real life Hannah's degree bleeding through right now into the D&D game.
Listen.
Yeah, but like my most of my life was spent on that ship. Like there wasn't really much else to. She lived like 100 years before that.
Well, you don't know what her story is. Literally, you don't know.
DM.
Why am I upset by this?
I mean, the DM's upset by this because he also doesn't know the backstory.
It's me sweating bullets.
Flash cut to Morgan like typing out this. What are you talking about? There's totally a backstory. What are you Amiria backstory win.
Listen, I have
Alright.
mental illness.
Morgan,
That's it.
Morgan, we're playing D&D. All of us have a mental illness.
That's it. That's Amiria's backstory. I have mental illness.
I have a disease. No.
Amnesia. A witch cursed me.
A witch kissed me, and now I have to do anything that somebody says when they say my special phrase.
And
And that
word-
phrase is my fucking name, Jenkins.
I love that.
We love the McElroys.
I love that bit. So that word is my fucking name, Jenkins.
Anywho, Eisen.
All right, so I look back at Karma and I'm like,
Karma's
Look.
kind of like fidgeting with her fingers, just kind of.
yeah, if sorry, it's a rough subject, and if let me put it this way. Hold on, what's that guy's name again? I fucking
Quinn.
Quinn.
She's never told them his name.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you did.
I didn't say. Did I say Quinn?
Yes, you said Quinn.
Oh, that's true. I
in
said
the meeting.
Quinn at the meeting. That's true.
Yeah, they're aware of the name.
Quinn.
You know,
Quinn Bloodtooth.
let's just say I have as much shit with this man as you do with Quinn. On
Karma.
that similar level.
Karma kind of like her fidgeting gets like a little more like erratic in a way, like she went from kind of like just little poking at her own fingers to just kind of now she's kind of almost like gripping her own, like her hands are like gripping one another, and she's clearly like there's some memories going through her head and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
And she nods.
Real quick. Both. Hang on. Karma.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a wisdom save, please.
As a 4, well, saving throw. I have a 4 plus 6.
Wisdom saving throw.
It's the mental illness in it.
It's it's my leprechaun dice. It's a 4 plus 6. That's a 10.
Okay. Thank you.
Sucks to be you.
God. Damn it.
Can Eisen perceive anything?
You can absolutely roll a perception check if you'd like.
Damn it. I know what's going on. Meta, I know what happened. It's
So
happening.
close.
Meta, I know what's happening. But Karma doesn't know
A
shit.
15.
Room seems normal. Nothing different
Cool.
than what you would normally see.
Okay, so nothing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, the room's entirely normal to as far as you can perceive. Karma, you don't feel any different. Nothing happens. You just
Yeah. Again, meta, I think I know what's happening. But
Oh, we're not allowed to.
Yeah, exactly. But Karma's.
Look, we've got. Let's just say I want to fucking deck his face in, and then Eisen snaps, kind of like this whole thing just snaps back to being Eisen again. And he's like, so get up and let's go kick your fucking boyfriend's ass.
He's not my boyfriend.
I'm sorry. You know what I meant.
Yeah. It's also nighttime.
Wait, what?
it is like
Oh, goddammit.
you got back from the meeting and then did all this. It's
Okay,
like, it's
never
the
mind. I
evening.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it's the
cut
it's,
that
it's
out.
the evening.
Cut that.
Actually, Karma, real quick, because I did forget this part. Do me a favor, roll a perception check, please.
I'm going to use a different one. This one's been not great. I'm going to use the gay one.
The gay dice never fail you.
That is a 15 plus 2, 17.
17. All right. You feel your left arm under the bracer. It's warm and tingling.
Karma, without saying, like, she immediately climbs into her bed where the curtains, the lead curtains are all around. She immediately, upon feeling that, climbs right into the bed under all the lead curtains or the lead lined curtains.
The feeling very slowly subsides, almost like it's fighting to stay. But after about a minute or so, your arm is normal again.
Karma's like breathing very heavily and like gripping her arm. Just
How long did that take?
She basically it's been about, basically you guys are chatting and about 5 minutes, it's about 5 minutes goes by, and then you watch Karma just freak out and then immediately climb in, and then about a minute later you watch as, like, I wouldn't say her breathing evens out, but it goes from like kind of
I
like,
can't see her if she's behind.
Well, the lead line curtains aren't like it's
yeah,
not
they're
like
not. It's basically
they're not
lead thread
opaque.
worn.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, it's not opaque. It's kind of translucent. You can see kind of through it.
Okay.
It's kind of like a mosquito curtain.
Come on.
Yeah. Sorry.
What was that?
He was trying to see me. He might have seen me. I had to. The I don't know if she's ever told them. The curtains, I got them a little while back. They have lead in it, and when I'm in here, the divination magic can't see me, and so if I'm in here, I could feel him. He was, and she's like gripping her forearm, the bracer that's covering her left forearm. If I'm in here, he can't see me.
Karma, you hear a voice in your ear, and you would know that you're receiving a message spell.
Yeah.
Hello, love.
Karma like freezes up at the sound of his voice.
Very naughty. Don't worry. I'll see you again very, very soon. We have a homecoming to plan.
Kisses. And the voice fades.
Karma's kind of like just frozen there for a minute. She knows she can respond, but she's not going to respond.
Okay.
She's not going to answer the message.
So, what am I witnessing as this is?
I would say you watch her, like she's like kind of gripping her arm, and then you watch her freeze for a moment, almost I think holding her breath for the entirety of the message she receives, and then just kind of lets out like a shaky exhale as the message ends.
Yeah, he saw me. He saw me.
Sorry, it happens sometimes. Sometimes I don't know when he's doing it. Sometimes I do. I was able to catch it this time.
Karma's just kind of like quiet at this point, like just sitting on her bed. She's kind of got her knees kind of curled up close to her, but she's just kind of sitting on her bed like that with her arm like right up against her chest as she's gripping it. She's got like, the 1,000-yard stare.
I will walk over and sit down next to her, just on the. And you're kind of doing exactly what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like if I were to pose for Alex's, I think she's kind of like doing like this.
Kind of hands wrapped around the knees, sort of rocking back and forth.
Yeah, she's got her knees like right up against her. She's like sitting in like the fetal position. She's got her knees right up on her chest, and her left forearm is against her chest, like behind her knees, and her right hand is gripping her forearm. But she's just kind of like staring off into space a little bit, like just.
Is there like a blanket?
Yeah, she's got like blankets
Okay,
on. She's got a very floofy.
Just gonna grab one and like sit down and
No.
place it over her and just kind of because he recognizes the Like she doesn't know, but like just for like the audience, like he recognizes like that.
You
that
recognize a
same-
trauma response.
Well, that same kind of like he hides it, but he recognizes the same like feeling that he has.
The panic, the fear, the reliving,
Yeah,
the flashbacks.
and he doesn't say anything. He just puts the blanket on and just kind of like does like he put like he's like sitting there and just
Friendship.
does like puts it on and then just like kind of just does like one of these
Wraps an arm around her, like
No one
pulls.
can see it, but it's soft. Oh, my heart.
So like Eisen wraps the blanket around her, like reaches like one arm and like pulls her into like resting her head on his shoulder,
My heart.
just a hug.
and just
That
and
Eisen one-armed hug.
and just sits there with her.
Okay.
Oh.
Um,
Karma starts like relaxing, kind of like her breathing becomes more normal, and she's just sort of like her body
Actually,
becomes less tense.
I want to use very subtly, but because it does is I'm going to use my channel divinity for the day.
okay.
And it because it does radiate positive energy.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say.
As is it not exactly just to calm her, but if hopefully to try to repel any kind of negative
Yeah, because
energy that would be entering the space, like if he's still trying to watch or trying to do anything like that.
Yeah. So
I know that's not exactly,
it's a
it's like
flavor.
a channel positive energy.
I
like,
know.
it's
If,
like
I know if Quinn was watching, he'd be like, "What you doing, bro? What you doing?" Well, I don't know. I don't have any more control over Quinn. Quinn
Yeah.
stopped being mine after I handed the bio to Zach.
Haha, you made that mistake. You gave me a character to play with. No, I'll say is like, yeah, the Karma, like a subtle warmth fills the room, comforting. It's like
It's a good comfort though, right? It's not like
yeah, it's
not like that the other one.
No, it's
If you recall,
yes, kind of. I think.
I resent the bio to you.
Yes, yeah. It's very much you freeze for a moment. You freeze for a moment thinking like it's that same thing, but it's a soft warmth that fills the room. Like the lanterns and the fire almost get like a little brighter. The room's a little fuller. There's like all the shadows have been driven out of the room. It's almost like when you like get like a blanket fresh out of the dryer and you kind of wrap it around yourself, and it's comfortable and warm.
Ye old dryer.
Yeah, it's
the old dryer.
it's ye old towel warmer. It's comfortable and warm, and you feel, at least for like a moment, that anxiety just slip back under control for a moment. Like what was a panic attack, you were able to like get it back under control and kind of push things back into their box.
Karma definitely, like, when she realizes that it's not the same spell, she like when she realizes definitely her body like all the tension becomes released, and she's just sort of like
she relaxes into it.
Yeah, she relaxes into the hug.
I'll say that's where the evening will end. You guys all get a long rest.
Miri's like, "Sup, guys? I stood and sat in front of a clock. What'd you guys do?"
Amiria has fallen asleep in front of the clock tower.
Actually, Amiria, for what you'll Amiria, an hour passes finally, and then it's interesting. Is like you've been hearing for an hour is just like soft, like just the tick, 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 and then when the hour finally chimes, you watch as the blade in your hands glows a soft like amber color, and then floats a couple of inches off of your hands, and then slides into a sheath that just materializes on your belt, and you have now attuned to the weapon. And oddly enough, you hear the clock stop ticking.
You
And-
stole the clock's power.
The clock stops ticking. You don't hear like the traditional chime of the hour, like of it counting the hours or anything like that. It just stops, and there's a relaxing silence in the room.
Oh, thank God.
Miri Mary's like, bitches were talking about me. Where
Yeah,
are they?
Is there anything any of you guys wish to do before you would go to sleep for the
How
evening?
dare bitches try to perceive me?
I don't think so. No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
She goes sees what Jack did. No.
Draft is actually still asleep in the main room where she gave the sword to Emiria because she was very exhausted.
Just imagine that with clothes on, though.
What?
I mean, it's kind of accurate, but
Oh,
I need
God.
context.
it's the image of when like Guts is holding
It's
like
the scene from
Casca.
it's the scene from Berserk where he's holding Casca. Only
And like
clothes.
when she's like when she's like has a fever, but it's like that same position, like she's in the fetal position, and he's just like angrily looking outward, like, oh well, fuck whoever did this to you. You know?
But it was. Sorry, that was. I'm sorry
Oh,
about
yeah,
that for
spiked
anyone's
it
ears.
slightly.
But it was the. Imagine this, but with clothes on. As if I wouldn't like. As if me looking at that was like, yes, they both stripped.
Yes, the magical comfort of not being clothed.
You need to post that in the cast chat so that Morgan can see.
So
it.
wait, like we have to resolve what like happened. Does she like fall asleep?
She does. Oh, Karma,
And do I just,
100%.
like, put her- do I just,
Karma 100% falls asleep. So at that point,
Okay,
it's
I'll
like,
put her
do
to
you
bed.
just like yoink her across the room? Do you like just sit there all night and get one level of exhaustion? Like, what do you do?
Is it like a thing where it's like a cat where like fuck I can't move?
She's
now.
a very she's
like
a
I can't get up.
sometimes
I'll wake
she's-
the cat.
No, she's a pretty heavy sleeper, to be
Yeah,
honest.
you're able to basically after about like 30 minutes, you can tell she's fallen asleep, and you can go back to your own room and sleep for the evening. Is there anything that either of you? Well, actually, Amiria said no. Karma said she falls asleep. Is there anything you want to do before your evening ends, Eisen?
Eisen, in true spiteful manner, wants to see if I don't know if he can do it.
You're gonna have
But-
Alex bring the mic a little.
Oh,
closer.
sorry.
Yeah, you gotta
In
be talking
true
into the mic.
Eisen spiteful fashion, I feel like he needs to try.
Amiria, tell me your backstory right now.
No,
Like kicks her door, and it's like we got some talking to do.
we got
motherfucker."
stories to tell.
I thought you were my best
I remember.
friend.
All of a sudden, I realized we know nothing about each other, and I'm not okay with it.
I don't
This is
like
just
it.
this is just in-universe peer pressure for Morgan to
Right.
write a goddamn backstory.
Please.
Listen, I have no excuse.
And you could always work with Alex on it, and Alex could probably, because you technically would know as much as Alex would tell you about
Eisen.
Eason.
You don't know of who could do it, but what are you trying to do?
Hold on, let me just see if I have. I want to send Quinn a message. I do have that spell, but I don't know if it's like
I
the same spell.
Don't think you know him enough to send it. Let's check. Let's check message.
You're gonna what? You're gonna try to send a message to Quinn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking god! If you do,
Where is message? Is that a
I don't know if you have message.
I do. It's through
Oh,
I have it because I have
Oh yeah, you've got the app. It's a sorcerer thing.
don't you have to have met the person?
Oh, you have message. That's the cantrip. You have to be within 120 feet of them. It's not the
Sending.
it's not sending. That's what
okay.
he did. Yeah, you need sending to be able to possibly do that. But yeah, message would not work. What you're thinking of is sending.
Can I find somebody who can?
Karma, wake up.
Yeah, it would have to be Karma. I think she's the only one with sending because yeah.
I
No,
don't
I
know
mean
if I-
like, can
I
I,
don't know if I
literally
can.
literally go out? Like, I will fucking go to the wizarding
Tony.
fucking conclave, or yeah, I can go to Tony.
Tony, wake the
That's
fuck
what I'm saying. Is there is it? I know it's late at night, but I will bust down someone's door to be like, I have a thing to do.
You could feasibly buy a scroll of sending technically.
It's 1 a.m. I need one.
Yeah, you could buy a scroll of sending. Let me check.
Does Tony have something?
I would need to check because even if Tony has sending, it's about whether or not he could write it down.
Hey, this is Tony.
Leave a message.
You don't really know who I am, but I'm also, this isn't from me. This is from my buddy.
Oh shit! I
Eisen
think I'm
here,
going over the
like-
amount to 25. What?
It's like an
All right,
shit amount of
sorry,
words.
sorry. This is
Here, I'll try to do him.
Next message.
Hello, my name is Eisen.
Yeah, because let's see, because sending also.
Pretty sure you have to know the person.
Yeah, you have to know the person. So.
Biblically.
It's a creature of which you are familiar.
Mm.
I mean,
And
Well, because Jester had met.
it's a creature of which you
Okay.
are. It's a creature of which you are familiar, and you've been told enough about Quinn that I would consider you familiar. So you can find a scroll of message, and that would allow you to cast
Sending.
it. A scroll of sending. That would allow you to cast it. The only person who could help you out right now would be Tony, or actually no, because Tony can't transcribe spells. So it would just be Draft who would be able to help you.
And I think transcribing spells takes like a while.
Transcribe a third level spell takes at least I think 3 hours at minimum, depending on rolls, and it can take up to 3 days. And it's
so it's
late.
like, well, it's late at night. Can I go? I mean, doesn't somebody owe me a favor? Can I go to the freaking?
You could
Oh,
go.
that's true.
The best you could go to is hit up Rimond and like
What about
see
the-
what he's got.
What about those guard people, the French dragon?
They wouldn't have anything like that.
I mean, the only people you could hit up at this hour would be Rimond, waking Draft up, see what she could do, and then Varys, like, because those are like really the only 3 allies you've got to work with.
Kind of bonds with them. Draft is your employee, technically.
yeah, but I don't think she'd have anything in stock, and she'd have to make one. And I'm in that mood of like, I want to do this now.
I mean, you
Rom-
can you can
You
like
could-
you can
Ramon probably
ask.
stole something.
You can
Yeah.
ask, like that's a thing, and I'd roll for it because she makes spells.
I know,
Like, she
but-
constructs things. So
I'm going to.
because like as you go downstairs thinking about what you want to do, she's asleep on the dining room table. Like she's just there
Wait, why is she sleeping?
because she got super excited, ran out, showed her future date a sword, and was exhausted
Oh,
from
and just
working for
passed
3
out.
days and just passed out after securing a promise of dinner in the future.
All right, well, since she's there,
Iconic.
what's the
I'm sorry,
best-
Marco.
what's
Were you gonna say something?
What's the best way to wake?
Oh, I just said iconic.
Yeah. Like a true lesbian.
Secure
works
date,
for 3
immediately
days, falls
fall
asleep
asleep.
on the spot.
Do. Trying to figure out what the. I do my best to wake her up without startling her, but I know that is a feat in and of itself.
Tries to
roll
mimic Amiri's
roll a
voice.
dexterity saving throw.
Amiria, wake up! I need you to wake up, Draft.
Right. Roll a 5
Okay, what's your dex save?
+1.
Okay. You like
I don't know if that's the saving throw. But
yeah, no, yeah, it's your save
No,
is
it's a +1.
Yeah, your save is +1. You go to like shake her awake, and then like as like just like the tip of like one of your like gauntleted fingers touches her, she like shoots up, like spins and like chops your hand to the side, and like even through your armor, it hurts. And she's and you hear you don't speak. Hang on a second. Okay, you don't speak any of these languages. She speaks like she screams in a language you don't understand. It's like it just comes out as like she just screams in a language you don't understand. She's like breathing really heavy. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, Eisen. Hey, yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. And then she realizes like she's still wearing like her like chill.
Eisen's kind of just like in surprise, like
Yeah, all 4 foot 11 of this like tiny air ganassi just like smack the shit out of your hand. And then she realizes she's still wearing like her work clothes, so like it's like a lab coat over a tank top, and she's like immediately like kind of closes up a little embarrassed, like how can I help you? What? Oh my god! What time is it?
Oh my god.
Oh, that was cute. Aizen's almost just like, God, that's adorable. Like in his head, like,
God, that's kawaii as fuck.
that's kawaii.
Kawaii.
It's like this.
Yada yada.
We're all a bunch of fucking weebs. Okay.
Hi, welcome to it now.
Oh, yeah, we've met our quota for the episode.
Yes.
All right, continue.
God, one hell of a backhand. God, that was. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to startle you.
That's okay. Everything kind of startles me. I really should work on that.
Maybe just yeah.
How can I help? How can I help you before I very much need to go to bed? I didn't realize I fell asleep out here. This table is surprisingly comfortable.
Aizen thinking back to the many a times he's passed out on those days. Yeah, they really are. Okay, besides the point. Scrolls sending have any.
She like racks her brain. This will be intelligence, which she's good at. Oh, very good. It's a 19 plus 4. That's a 23. I think I was experimenting with something like that. Yeah,
Tell me more.
Come to the.
Amiria's like. Kind of like Amiria's like sitting there like almost passed out with the sword, like one eyebrow just dunk.
It's like Amiria in her trance-like state hears the word experimenting, heads pops out of the door. It's like, say less. She's like, no, come up to the tower. I might have something up there. She
Come up to the lab.
she leads you up to the tower. And you see like as she like pulls open like a barrel. It's like, no, that's components. No, that's assorted things. She opens a barrel and like 4 tentacles shoot out. It's like, no, that's a different experiment. Oh, here we go. Spell scrolls. And she pulls out like a tiny like little cask.
What's the tentacle spell? It's like grasp of.
It's like
Agmar or something?
Hands of Hadir or something like that.
There's one that's like Agmar or something like that, and I just like Agmar, and she's like Agmar.
No, it's there's a tentacle spell,
Yeah.
and it's just like no, not that one. And she's got like a tiny little cask of like it's like about like the size of like one of those like mini kegs. And like she pulls it open. There's like scrolls. It's like fireball, lightning, delayed fireball, and then like she like roots to the bottom, and it's like. Okay, I actually do. It's a.
Aizen's watching her like throw these like scrolls of fireball and lightning and like eyebrows, kind of like, why has she been holding out on us?
And she like turns around and say, the guards all commissioned me to help out with things in preparation for all the bad stuff that's about to happen. And he's like the most falsely like positive smile like crosses her face, and it's just like people are gonna die. I'm okay. Here, and she hands you the scroll. She hands you the scroll, and it is a scroll of sending. And she was like, so this is like one of the first ones I kind of tried. It's a little wonky, so
So we like the game of telephone.
I'll say this: it should work, and if it doesn't, let me know so I can make another one that'll actually do something. And she hands you the scroll and then says, not to be rude, but I need to sleep. Please leave.
You don't want anything for this.
You employ me. I take a salary.
Touche.
She lives here. We give her a home.
I know, but I'm just like, I'm asking for something that she normally doesn't just provide. So I'm
She's
just like,
everything. You've never paid for anything she's provided.
No, but I mean, like, usually, like, we bring her.
We do
We
give her
bring
a
her
salary.
like components or other stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
but we gave her
I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
like,
her
no,
a
you're-
demon eye the size of a
Eisen's-
cantaloupe.
Eisen's just
Which
like,
she's still working on with that.
Yeah.
Actually, no, she only got that like in game. She only got that like 2 days ago,
Okay.
technically.
True.
I wanna roll for something because like I'm like I don't want to leave without she woke I woke her up, I started her, and I was like, so this is just for me. Do I know anything about Amiria? Since I know that I know since I know now that I know nothing. Do I know something about Amiria that I could like be like, by the way, Amiria likes this?
Okay.
Just to like, you know, like I don't want to
reveal-
leave without giving her something.
Roll a history check.
And then Morgan will reveal depending on the check. I hate you.
What did you roll? Did you roll another natural 20?
I hate this man. He rolled a natural 20.
All right. Morgan.
Do I know like her tickle spot or something? Like,
Morgan, what
I
is
know where her
Fuck.
G spot is.
Morgan?
How dare you?
Morgan, what is something that Amiria would enjoy? Like, what's a thing that Amiria enjoys
That Eisen would know about.
that Eisen would know about? Like your favorite,
Or that I overheard like on the
Yeah,
crew,
like,
or
your
because I
favorite-
rolled a 20,
yeah,
so
your
it's gotta
favorite-
be juicy.
It's gonna be juicy.
your favorite flower, your favorite food. Like what would something that Eisen would know or have overheard?
to give to draft as like a hey girl, let me give you a tip.
This is so stupid. You know those like fidget toys basically that are just like interlocking rings and you have to figure out how to get them apart?
Yes.
She just collects like stupid tchotchkes like those from all the ports that they stopped at and would just like sit somewhere on the boat and just like be trying to get these apart. But Homegirl's wisdom is not super good.
Aren't you a monk?
So it wasn't a very fast process.
Monks are more dex, depending on what type of monk you are.
Monk-
Oh girl, I'm all dex.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
monks are very book smart. They are not street. They're not necessarily street smart.
Depends on the type of monk.
Yeah.
I think there's more like
Yeah.
wisdom oriented monks. And
Yeah,
stuff.
that would be Cobalt Soul, which we're not in Wild Mount. So
Also, like, why is that so soft?
because the six pack abs are the hard part, but inside it's a heart of gold.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you're aware that that Amiria
so-
loves to collect like little tchotchkes,
Okay.
puzzles, things like that.
Fidget toys.
Look, I don't like taking things. I know I pay you and whatever, but like, so you know those like little puzzle toys, like puzzle boxes, rings. You know, that usually you pick them up to like entertain toddlers.
She holds up she
No offense to
Wow.
Amiria.
she holds up her hand and you watch as she's got like a fidget ring on. She like just starts spinning it. It's like, I am aware, yes.
Oh my god, for my second, the way you were moving her, I thought you were saying that she had like a fidget spinner.
No, she's got yeah,
And
she's
just
got
had a
she's
fidget
got-
spinner
spinny
going.
ring.
yeah, she's got like the spinny ring.
Yeah.
And so she just starts spinning that. It's like, yeah.
Amiria loves those, and he just like gives her like a smirk, and then just turns around and leaves.
How to propose.
Yeah. You watch her as she turns back around and like opens up another cask and starts pulling out like little bits of metal and things and starts like tinkering.
Oh
a
my
little bit.
god.
Eisen, the matchmaker
The
4000.
the perennial virgin matchmaker.
Mr.
I know what I'm doing. I play hard to get with hookers.
It's like one throwaway joke literally 2 years ago, and now it's like this is my only character trait.
Oh my god, is that why he was playing hard to get with a hooker?
No, it's because
He obviously doesn't know what he's doing.
Exactly. He's a fucking idiot. He was raised in a monastery that then he was raised as a fucking cleric, then some bad shit happened, spent all of his time on a pirate ship. No, he has no fucking idea what he's doing. All right, Eisen, you have the scroll of sending.
Okay. I go to my room.
Okay. Please roll me a D100.
Oh god.
It's
I
a
want a D100. Like I want one of those like giant fucking things. You just like
here's the thing.
roll.
Having rolled them, they suck.
Aw.
They are really awful.
It's really
Like,
hard
in the
to
way that
read
they
what's on
roll,
top.
or just,
In the way
like-
that they roll, yeah.
Oh.
Like the giant D100s are actually very difficult to like roll because it's not a perfectly round ball, but it's also like not hexagonal. There's not enough hexagonal faces to like get an easy roll. They're very fun. Like they're very fun. Like
Like, they're cool,
novelty.
but, like-
They're novelties. They're very fun novelties.
Okay, cool.
All right, D100.
A 13.
13. You take. Where is it? There we go.
Ow.
You take 4 points of psychic damage as the spell rebounds a little bit on you, but you do feel it work. So you've got a little headache as you're doing this.
I mean, she did say it was
Yeah.
experimental.
You have 25 words. I will count down for you. 25 words or less to
Ooh.
Quinn.
You don't know me, but I know you. If you utter one more syllable in her head, I will fucking end you.
You have 6 more words if you want them.
Nah.
Okay.
Quinn's like, who the fuck are you?
You can do a lot in 25 words. A moment, like about 30 seconds pass. A minute passes or so. It's like,
Well, that's a surprise. I'll have to come up with some new punishments for our dear friend when I get her back.
Can I
no,
use those last 2 words?
no, because once you finish the
Yeah.
message, it's done.
Damn
Yeah.
it. I wanted to respond. I wanted to do the good luck.
Well, no, so, no,
To be like
I will
taken-
find you.
No, so
I will
no,
look
no,
for
he,
you.
so he no, because
Yeah.
he's not done. So
Yeah.
he's not done.
Don't flatter yourself. I know all of you. And I will see you soon.
And then the message cuts off.
Eisen feels satisfied.
And with that,
What if he was
that's-
completely wrong and he was just like, I know who you are, Amiria, and then hangs up?
I keep blowing up the
Eisen's just like giggling.
Amiria.
Listen here, Tony.
Listen here, Karma. Oh, no, not Karma. Listen here, Belladonna.
On a different part of the continent.
I know you two are like best friends. But
Belladonna
don't you
hears
think
it
you're
like Belladonna's like, I'm a little busy right now. I'm trying to take back my fucking country.
It's not going well.
Or is it?
Oh no, it's not.
What? No.
Well, that
I want Belladonna to be happy, God damn it.
that's something we have to go. We might have that gives us another adventure to go on after we stop the world from exploding.
Yeah.
Belladonna better be okay. I
Well, no,
swear
you
to God.
you guys are aware that like it's not going
That could
amazingly
be,
because
that could be like a 20th
it could be a 20th level one shot.
yeah, like we hit 20th level and we go to freaking Belladonna's home. That would be fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
But no, the message ends, and you're able to turn in for the evening. Rest comes to you all fairly easily, and that is where we will end the episode for today. Thank you
Eisen
all.
falls asleep with a very, very satisfied, he's very pleased with himself grin.
It's like, hey, I shit talk somebody who might be stronger than me. Fuck.
This is fine.
And that is where we will end our episode for today. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of Dances with Dice. Please follow us on all social medias at Dances with Dice, and when you use the hashtag DWDcast or DWDart for anything you create or talk about with the show, we will use you as named NPCs. But until next time, thank you all so much for joining us, and join us every single Tuesday for new episodes of Dances with Dice.